Good morning, students. Today we'll start our talkings from the term weather. Weather is the sum total of the current atmospheric conditions like temperature, humidity, wind and rainfall at any given place. Alright. Next is our climate. Climate is the average weather conditions prevailing at a place recorded over a long period of time. Okay. Now, the difference between weather and climate. Students, weather relates to a daily atmospheric changes and conditions, whereas climate represents atmospheric conditions over a long period of time. Weather can change many times a day, whereas climate remains constant for a long period. Weather changes occur over a small region, whereas climate changes relate to a larger area. After the difference between weather and climate, we have elements of weather and climate. Temperature, pressure, moisture and wind are the major elements of weather and climate. Come to temperature. The degree of hotness and coldness of air is known as temperature. All the parts of the earth do not get the same amount of heat. Temperature changes from place to place and from time to time. The main factors responsible for influencing temperature on the earth are latitude, altitude, distance from the sea and prevailing winds. Next is our atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, also known as air pressure or barometric pressure, is the pressure within the atmosphere of earth. On the basis of variation in air pressure, earth can be divided into four atmospheric pressure belts. Number 1, equatorial low pressure belt. Number 2, subtropical high pressure belt. Number 3, subpolar low pressure belt. And number 4, polar high pressure belt. Students, what are the significance of atmospheric pressure? Variation in the atmospheric pressure creates wind. Atmospheric pressure also affects the weather of a place. A place having high pressure usually experiences fair weather and vice versa. After the atmospheric pressure, let's talk about wind. Air always remains in motion. The vertical motion of air is called air current, while the horizontal motion is called the wind. There are four types of winds. First is our permanent winds. The winds that blow regularly in a definite direction in certain latitudinal areas of the world are called permanent winds. Second is our periodic winds. The winds that blow in a particular direction during a particular period of a day or a month are called periodic winds. Third is our local winds. The winds that blow due to the local differences in air pressure and temperature are called local winds. Fourth is our variable winds. The winds whose direction and speed are highly variable are called variable winds. Okay. Next is our moisture. The water vapors which is present in the atmosphere are called moisture. Alright. What is the fact? Moisture is the presence of a liquid, especially water, often in trace amount. The amount of moisture present in the air is not same in all places. Alright. It varies from place to place. The hot air can hold more water vapor as compared to the cold air. What is humidity? The actual amount of water vapors present in the air is known as humidity. After moisture, we have our next topic, that is rainfall. What is rainfall? Rainfall is the amount of precipitation. Precipitation means the water released from clouds in the form of rain. Okay. So, rainfall is the amount of precipitation in the form of rain that descends into the surface of earth, whether it is on land or water. It develops when air masses travel over warm water bodies or over wet land surfaces. Okay. Rainfall is over. Now we will talk about types of rainfall. Students, there are three types of rainfall. Alright. First is our relief rainfall. Relief rainfall is formed when air is forced to cool when it rises over relief features in the landscape such as hill or mountain. Okay. As it rises, it cools, condenses and forms rain. Relief rainfall is also known as orographic rainfall. Second is our conventional rainfall. When the moist air gets heated, it rises up in the atmosphere. Alright. The air further expands, cools and condenses to form clouds and bring rainfall. This kind of rainfall is known as convectional rainfall. Okay. Third is our cyclonic rainfall. Cyclonic rainfall is also known as frontal rainfall. It is a type of precipitation that occurs when warm moist air masses meet cold dry air masses. In this situation, what happens? In this situation, a front originates. Rising warm air condenses and forms cloud, which finally brings rainfall. And this type of rainfall is called our cyclonic or frontal rainfall. Clear? Like this, we have talked about three types of rainfall, isn't it? Now, we will see the benefits of rainfall. Alright? Students, rainfall is very important for the existence of the survival of plants and animals. And we human beings are also known as social animals. So, rainfall is important for us also, isn't it? When the rainfall is occurred, the rainwater is stored under the ground, which is known as our groundwater. So, where does the groundwater come from? It also comes from the rainwater. Alright? The rainwater is fresh water. From where do we get? We get from rainfall. Alright. So, all these are some of the benefits of rainfall. Now students, if there will be plenty of rainfall, then what will happen? We can see the floods. And if there will be less rainfall, then what will happen? Droughts occur, isn't it? So, from our side, we should learn to harvest rainwater and store it for our future use. Alright. After the benefits of rainfall, at the end of the lesson, we will talk about weather forecasting. Weather forecasting is the application of science and technology to predict the condition of the atmosphere for a given location and time. It is done by meteorologists with the help of sophisticated devices and instruments. Who are the meteorologists? They are people who study the records and calculate the future conditions of weather. Alright. What do they record? They record the changes in the temperature, air pressure, wind, humidity, and so on and so forth. Students, we are informed about the future weather conditions through televisions, radios, and newspapers. In a similar manner, the sailors, the farmers, and the fishermen must know when there is a possibility of a storm or cyclone. Otherwise, what would happen? They might lose their lives. Okay? Thank you.